y'all, Pam here with BeeCreative Crafts and welcome back. So y'all, we are at Off the Hook episode 105. What? 105, yes. All right, so what are we going to be doing tonight? We are going to be continuing on working on the lemon peel stitch, which is also known as the griddle stitch. Tiny is walking around my legs. Alrighty, so we've already got a couple of people here. So hello, Miss Lisa. She said she is going to be lurking. Will you lurk away? And Miss Sonja, hello, hello. She is also going to be listening and working on an Afghan. Awesome. She's excited to say she finished up a couple of Christmas presents today. Now on to more. Look at you go. Awesome. I haven't even started. But y'all, let me show you. I did bring in the blanket. So let me go ahead and show y'all how she's coming along. Probably not going to work on her tonight. I'm going to show y'all how to do the stitch and a couple of other things, but let me show you this. Okay, so I got her folded here. So she folded in half. So we've got, let's see, January. Okay, starting right here. January, February, March, and April. And the start of May. If I flip her around here, then we have May, June, and July are both in purple. August and September. I've got my 2 rows here ready to do October, which is lemon peel. Now, if I had a thought about it, I would have left it at the even number. But I didn't, and just been a 1 row repeat. But I didn't think about that when I was doing my single crochets. So I went ahead and took mine back up to 199 stitches. And I didn't feel like frogging that single crochet row back out. So going into October, yeah, had to give a months right here. So going into October, I'm doing my lemon peel stitch with 199 stitches. So it will be a 2 row repeat. We'll go over that here in just a minute on how it's a little different if you do a 1 row versus a 2 row. If you start with an even number, it's a 1 row repeat. If you do an odd number, it's a 2 row repeat. But once you know the concept of lemon peel, it's really easy. It's not a hard stitch to learn. So, hey, Charity. She said she is going to be listening while working on a blanket. She is sewing granny squares together. I like making granny squares. I don't like sewing them together. Because you get all the way done. We get all your squares done. You're like, yes, I'm done. And then you got to sew them all together. So you're really not done. But I like the look of it. So you sew away. Although I did, Craig, Fiber Spider, he has a join as you go granny square method. So I need to look into that again. And I don't mind doing the single crochet, like putting them together and single crocheting them together so you have like a ridge on one side. But yeah, I started a wedding, what was it called? The wedding ring. It's like the quilt where the rings are interlocked. And it's a crochet, but it's a crochet pattern instead of a quilt, and you have to make all the pieces individually and then sew them all together. So most of the pieces are still in baggies. But yeah, so that's that. All right, so for y'all, my nose is itching. So for October, I'm going to be going with this color here. Roll with it. Back to blue. Let's see, this one is called Oceanic. So I will be going back to this one. Oh, thanks, Charity. She says, please don't forget your thummies. Yes, please, and thank you. So this is what I'm going to be doing for October is going back to blue. Let me set this over here. For tonight's tutorial, I'm going to be using this little ball here. It's just pink. I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to be using that for the sample. Hey, Diane, welcome in. And can you do this stitch using a variegated yarn? Absolutely. You might lose a little bit of the stitch definition. However, it does work up really well. And I did a little sample. And I'll show it again when I flip the camera so you can get a better look at it. But you can use it in a variegated. that looks totally blue, but it's not. It's more like a tealy color, but this is just some yarn I had laying here. And it's also going to depend on how busy your variegated yarn is. This one is called Reef. And it was by Red Heart. I had this one in my stash for a long time. In fact, this was part of the color I was using for that wedding ring blanket that is never been finished. I need to start it over because I've used a lot of my yarn that I bought to make it. And so, yeah. Hi, Mandy. Welcome in. So, yeah, I need to start it over. It will get finished eventually. All right, I am going to... Oh, wait, before I turn my camera. Okay, for those of you that have StreamYard, hey, Srish, welcome in. Miss Srish is in India, yes, I believe. Israel. She said, hey, Pam, it's my first live of yours. You look really pretty, and I love your accent. Oh, thank you, Srish. But, okay, so if you pay for StreamYard, I bought my StreamYard. I got my subscription last year. They had some sort of special going on. It averaged out to around $10 a month. It's almost time for me to renew. They sent me an email saying, hey, you're going to be renewed. You're going to be on the core level. So, but it didn't have any prices in it. So if you did that and your plan is getting ready to renew, go look at your account and look at those prices. I don't want anybody to get sticker shock thinking that it's going to be one thing and then it be more. So go check that out. And then you can decide if you want to keep going on that plan or change it. Hey, Tammy, welcome in. Okay, I was right the first time. India. Okay. Sorry. Well, when I said that, then I was like, no, that's not right. That's right. New Delhi or Delhi. I'm sorry. I should have known that. Hey, Bridget. So Reggie is Israel. Srish is India. Welcome in, Miss Bridget. And y'all, prayers to everybody that has been affected by the hurricanes, both of them, Milton and Helene. They have come in with a vengeance. And I have a lot of friends and family down in Florida. I have a lot of friends and family over in North and South Carolina. And I believe all of my South Carolina friends now have electricity back. Quite a few had some damage in South Carolina with trees being down and stuff, but they're all, luckily everybody was safe. And oh, thanks, Trish. She says, I love your nails. Thank you. And down in Florida, everybody that I have talked to down in Florida is doing well. A lot of them were without power, but it was just very briefly. They've all got their power back, I do believe. And had minor limbs and stuff down. Now, one of my friends that lives on an island off the coast of Tampa, they are in Atlanta. They did evacuate, and they're still in Atlanta. So as far as her house goes, I'm not sure if she had any damage or whatnot, but she's okay because, like I said, she did evacuate. So, hey, Liz, welcome in. All right, y'all, are y'all ready to learn how to do this stitch? I am going to switch my camera around. Can y'all hear Tiny over there? He's being a little turkey. I don't know what he's getting into. Probably finding him a ball of yarn to snag. Because actually it kind of sounds like he's on a Christmas tree. It sounds like, you know how like that sounds when it's crinkling? So I probably have either like one of them little mini Christmas trees over there. That is what it sounds like he's making into his own little bed. Yep. Alrighty. So let me do this right here. That is my little, this is so I know that my camera's in the right spot. Okay. This is, oh, my kitty. Oh, yeah, he's still a little stinker. Alrighty, I'm going to set my blanket over here to the side. Okay, so here's what it looks like up close and personal using a variegated yarn. You get just a little bit of texture. Super easy. Hello, Mama. Sandra says she's going to listen and work on the Afghan, but will likely come back to learn the stitch. Which one is it? So this is the lemon peel or the griddle stitch. It's a very easy, if you do it in an even multiple, it's a 1-row repeat. If you do it in an odd, it's a 2-row multiple. A 2-row repeat. But once you get the hang of it and get the concept of it, it's really easy. Sarisha's going to go make some s'mores for breakfast. Super hungry. Be back in a bit. Ooh, s'mores for breakfast. We're going to have s'mores next week. We're going to have, or for our family dinner, we're having a cookout. We're going to do s'mores. So this is Red Heart Super Saver. This is something that has been in my stash quite a while. I do not know if it is still available in this color, but it is called Reef. So, alrighty. Scoot that over here. Okay, so the yarn I'm going to be using for the tutorial is this right here. This is just Red Heart, not Red Heart. This is I Love This Cotton in pink. Sandra says, oh, okay, I can do it. My first ever Afghan was using lemon peel. Yes, ma'am. Good deal. Alrighty. But this ball of yarn is going to roll away. Hold up. Let me see if I got a yarn bowl handy dandy. Yeah. I should. Usually have one sitting right here. But I don't. Oy, are you a yarn bowl? You are a yarn bowl. Okay. We got a yarn bowl with yarn in it. We're going to set it over here. At least that'll keep it from falling off the table and keep Tinykins from snagging it. Okay. Hold on a second. Tiny, quit. Y'all, he's licking the strap to one of my bags. He likes to lick like the nylon straps. He's a little stinker. Okay, so I'm using an eye hook, I believe. Well, I mean, I know I am, but we're going to see how it does with this yarn. I'm thinking that that'll work okay with it. And then I'm just going to chain some random amount. Let's see. Let's go. We'll start out with an even 1-row repeat. So let's just go ahead and chain 11. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you can go ahead and just jump straight into the lemon peel stitch, or you can do a foundation row of single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let me zoom in one time and then turn off autofocus. That way it won't keep focusing in and out. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a single crochet all the way across, and when I'm done, I should have 10 stitches. So how has everybody's week been? It has been pretty nice here. The temperature has gotten kind of cooled off a little bit. Last weekend, we had the Banana Pudding Festival, and it was absolutely gorgeous both days. It was in the mid-80s, and our booth was in the shade. The whole time, we lucked out big time. So that was nice. It wasn't windy, because sometimes we have trouble with the wind knocking everything over. Hey, Mishi. Hey, Nancy. Welcome in. Mishi said, checking in to say hi. Just got home. Hugs to all. Well, hugs back. And Miss Nancy is probably driving. Okay, we're going to turn that autofocus back on just a little bit. So that's what we've got here. Maybe. Wow, that is really blowing it out, huh? Let me see. And Nancy's telling Mishi, hey, your box was delivered today. Lisa's coming out of the bushes to say hi. All right, so when you get to the end, chain 1 and turn. And remember, this is going to be a 1-row repeat. So in your first stitch, you're going to work a single crochet. In the next stitch, you're going to work a double crochet. That's your repeat all the way across, alternating between a single crochet and a double crochet. Single and double, single, double, all the way across. And Mishi said she will open that box on Sunday or make a video. Awesome. And thank you, Miss Mishi. She sent me happy mail from Nancy. And Nancy also sent me some happy mail. So thank you both. I appreciate it. Made me smile. Single, and then you'll end with a double. That's what you've got so far. So then we're going to chain 1 and turn. Sonja said she had great weather and it was busy. Pain level is bearable this week, so she has enjoyed the week more. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that it's been a better week. Mandy said she's been researching what to make with the pudding yarn win from... Ooh, nice. That sounds good. Pudding yarn. Hi, Diane. Welcome in. And Nancy says to Mishi, careful when you open the box, because the scarecrow sneaked in after it was sealed. So then you chain 1, turn, and then, like I said, 1-row repeat. So you're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet. Single and double all the way across. Now what you are doing is you're working a single crochet on top of the double crochet from the row below. And that's what's going to give you your texture. And then your double crochet will be worked on top of the single crochet from the row below. And that's why when you're doing an odd multiple, it's a 2-row repeat, because you start and end with the same stitch when it's an odd. And I'll demonstrate that here in just a minute. But it's single, double, single, double, single, double, and you end with a double. Then chain 1 and turn. Diane saying to Nancy, how did she make out during the storm? Single and double. And that is it. So how many people in chat have done this stitch? And do you love it like I do? I use this stitch a lot for my dishcloths, bath washcloths, any kind of cloth, because I like it. I've also used it for baby blankets. It works up fairly quickly. I would say it works up about as quick as if you did a project in all half doubles, because that is about the height of these 2 stitches together. A lot of times I will start and end each row with a half double, just to kind of frame out the texture, and it'll give me like a smooth edge and a smooth, like I'll do a row of 1 or 2 rows of half double, and then I'll either do 1 or 2 half doubles to start and end each row. That way it kind of frames it. So let's see. Nancy said they were blessed, no down trees, and her power is on. Awesome. Liz says it's been 64 almost all week, but tomorrow they're going to hit 80 and then back to 64 for Saturday. So that sounds like pretty nice fall temps, with a sneak peek of summer saying, "Hey, wait, I'm not done with you yet." Nancy said she made a baby blanket is the first time she used it. My mom says, "Nancy, where do you live?" She lives near Lake Okeechobee, Florida. And she did evacuate, which I was very glad to hear, because they did have a lot of tornadoes in that area. Hey, Darcia, welcome in. She said, I'm sorry I'm late. She ripped out her blanket. It was 2 rows, but it ended up being all of the 12 rows. Start again tomorrow. Sometimes you just got to do that. Hey, Zach, welcome in. He said, it's cold there. I'm sorry. It is currently 63 degrees here in Tennessee. I'm not sure what that is to Celsius, Zach, but it's not cold, but it's cooler. And if y'all are in, and I think there's been, because I kind of think I saw Mikey from Crochet Crowd showing the Northern Lights. But y'all, the Northern Lights are out again tonight. So if you have clear skies, go outside and see if you can see them. I did that right before I came in here to the live. And my sky, I took a picture. Let's see if you can see it. It was like a pretty purple, but I may have to go out again and see if I can see it like a little bit darker. Okay. You can't really tell it. Well, maybe a little bit. You can kind of see it like right in there. Like that's the top of my house. That's my face. But you can kind of see it there, how it's a little bit lighter. But so I want to go out again and see if it gets any brighter. And Zach said 4 Celsius. Go back up. Or 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, yeah, Zach, that's cold. My mom says her granddaughter, which is my niece Maggie, lives in Davenport. They were also blessed. Yes. Diane said it's the first time she has seen it. I came in late and we'll have to go back and watch from the start. Hey, Diane, that's okay. I just kind of got started and I'm going to show it again here in just a little bit. It's a really easy stitch. If you do it in an even multiple, which this right here is a multiple, or it's 10, so it's an even multiple, it's a 1 row repeat. Liz said they are at 53. Nancy said her friend in Alaska shared pictures. Yeah, so y'all go check them out. Like I said, as long as you have clear skies, and they say it's better if you have like no light. So I may have to like hop in the car and drive, but I'm thinking I may can just go out in the backyard and walk down to the far side of my yard and get away from the street light, and it might be better. So, all right, so y'all, the repeat for this, if it's an even, is single and then double all the way across. Easy peasy, lemon peel squeezy. I'm a dork, I know. So single, double all the way across. And Diane said it's 50 in Jersey. It's crazy how all these different temperatures and I don't feel like we're that far apart from one another, but we are, but we're not. And then once you do your single and double all the way across, if you're doing an even multiple, you'll end with a double crochet, chain 1, turn, and then repeat. Single and double all the way across. And if you're coming in late and you missed it, basically all you're doing is on top of the double from the row below, you work a single. On top of the single crochets, or into the single crochet, you work a double. And that's what gives you the texture. Because that single crochet kind of brings that double down and gives you just the tiniest bit of texture, which makes it great for washcloths. And it makes a nice non-holey fabric for baby blankets. Let me go back up here. And Miss Charity said 54 in Virginia. She has a fuzzy heater warming up her feet and legs, which is her beautiful cat. They're keeping each other warm. I had to finish reading that because I was like, fuzzy heater, is that autocorrect? Or no, It's a fuzzy furry critter, keeping her warm. And Liz says, what size is the yarn? This yarn here is it's a 4. I love this. Let me see if I have one. I think I have one. Oh, I took that in the other. Hold on. Oh, I took that in the other room. Let me go ahead. If I have one. I do. This is a different colorway, but where's it at? Yes, it's a 4 medium. This one's called Too Pink, which is a weird name. It's not too pink because it's got green, but it has a little bit of pink. I don't think that name suits this one, but it's pretty. They go together, sort of, kind of. This one is just called Pale Pink, I believe. But it came from Hobby Lobby. Zach said it's going to get down to 30 or -1 Celsius. Brr. My mom says she has too many street lights and security lights to see the aurora borealis. I've got one street light out front, and if my neighbor that built behind, well, she's like built, I'm pointing, y'all can't see. She built behind me this way, so like both of our backyards match up. So I'm thinking if I go into that corner of my backyard, I'll be far enough away from the lights to be able to see out into the wooded area. So we'll see. Darcia said, to me, this is good sleeping weather. Yes, ma'am, I agree. Zach is saying hello to everybody. Miss Darcia is saying hi to all the lurkers. Ooh, y'all, my little thing just said temps to plummet. It heard me talking. Over in the corner, it said temps to plummet on Monday. So I wonder how cold it's going to get. Mom said it's 62 at her house. My computer says now it's down to 61. I don't know what it was when I told y'all what it was before, but Miss Nancy has been a member for 11 months. Woohoo! Yay! Scrolling. Nancy says, I hate typing on my phone. I was supposed to say, hey. That's okay. She says, hello, Mama Henson. Darcia said, that autocorrect makes you want to choke it out. Does me. Tammy saying hi to Miss Nancy. So that is that's the 1 row repeat if you do an odd number. Even number. Even number is a 1 row repeat. Oh, Tammy says they have a frost warning tonight in Ohio. All right, so let me switch it off here. This is I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I don't know what color this is, but it's pretty. I'm going to switch out there because it's a little bit thicker. I'm going to let's go to a J hook. Hey, Sappho, welcome in. All right, y'all, this time I'm going to do an odd number just to show you. So instead of chain 11, I'm going to chain 12. Whoa. So, Sappho, were you far enough south from the hurricane, or did y'all evacuate? I hope, well, obviously you're good to go because you were here in chat, so that is awesome. But hopefully y'all were safe and everything, your living situation, hopefully everything there was safe and uninjured. Hey, Susan. She said she's been here for a while but couldn't type on her tablet, but has me on the phone now. Sappho said, survive Milton. Yes, thank goodness. I forgot you are no longer in the Bahamas and are in Florida also. Very good, very good. Darcia says 58 in Douglasville. Hey, Rudy, welcome in. Hey, Bojan, welcome in. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, making sure I had the right number there. Okay, so I'm going to do the same as I did before. I'm going to go ahead and work a quick row of single crochet. You do not have to do this. I just like to do a foundation row just because. I also like to work in the back little humps because I like to get that braid or the little V's on both sides. You don't have to. You can just go right into the chain. You can also just jump straight into the stitch. You do not have to do a foundation row at all. Personal preference. I don't always do it. But if you work into the back bumps, you get to see, looks the same on both sides. Alrighty, so chain 1. Sappho says nope. They did not evacuate. But they were very close to the eye. Got hit bad. Anna was without power for about and she was without power for about 14 hours. Thankfully, it came back on today. Good deal. I'm glad your power is back on. All right, y'all. So the first row is going to start out the same as the last. You're going to alternate between a single and double all the way across. So I always start with a single and then my double. Single, double, all the way across. The only difference between doing the odd and the even, if you're working an odd row, your first and last stitch will be the same. So on this one, since I started with a single, my last stitch of the row is going to be a single. So double, and then single crochet in the last stitch. Chain 1 and turn. Then you're going to start the second row, or your next row. I guess it would be technically third since we did the first one was a single crochet. In this single crochet, you're going to work a double crochet. So you're going to start this row with a double, and then a single, and then repeat that all the way across. Double followed by a single. And same as with the even, you're just working a double crochet right on top of that single crochet. And then working a single crochet on top of the double from the row before. Sappho says, a lot of cleanup, but so many not as fortunate. Yes, true. Hola, Maritza, welcome in. So very true. Yeah, these 2 hurricanes have been brutal. So on this one, you're going to end with a double crochet. So that's your 2 rows that you repeat. So then you'll chain 1 and turn. On top of this double crochet that you just did, you'll start back with a single. So this one will start and end with a single crochet. So single followed by a double. And then you'll repeat that all the way across. Bojan said his Bernat blanket is doing a pattern on its own because it's a multicolored yarn. I know sometimes when it pulls like that, when you get like a really cool pattern, when it color pulls on its own. That's cool. And then, so double and with a single. Chain 1, turn, and then start with a double on the next row. So does anybody have any questions on lemon peel? Let me know. You can also make, I like to make, I've made loveys with this. I used it for the Oscar lovey with One Hat Wonder. I've linked him in the description box below. But this is a good one too. I've made handkerchiefs. Handkerchiefs. Is that the right word? Bandanas that you can put in your hair. Liz says, what hook size? I'm using a J. It's a 6mm. for this particular yarn. This is also a 4-weight. And it's been sitting here, so it's making my nose itchy because it's got buzzes coming off of it. Staff says, sounds like what she's doing now, single, double, except each row is the same, where I always start with single and end with a double. Yeah, so you're doing the lemon peel and an even, which is what we just did with this pink one. Where did it go? So if you do the lemon peel with an even multiple, then it's going to be a 1-row repeat. So do a single, double, single, double, single, double, all the way across, chain 1, turn, and then you just keep repeating. So you'd start with a single followed by a double. If you do an odd multiple, it's a 2-row repeat. This is also known as the griddle stitch. And I was kind of thinking it had a third name, but the name I was thinking of, Nancy looked up last week, and that it came up something totally different. But I know it's called the griddle stitch and the lemon peel. So, but let me grab another yarn here. And this one is called Elephant. I don't remember who made it. Darn, I don't remember who made it. We're not going to use that one. It's a 3-weight. I'd have to grab another hook. We're just going to do this right here. I'm just going to pull it back out. Ta-da! Easy peasy, just like that. Okay. Let me think for a second. So let me just start with a chain of 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and work a single crochet in each one. Okay. Chain 1 and turn. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work in this first and last stitch. I'm going to do a half double. So start with a half double. Then also in the same stitch, I'm going to work a single crochet. So I'm going to do a half double and a single. Then in this next stitch, work a double. Then in the next one, work a single. Then in this last stitch, I'm going to work a double and a half double. And this is going to do a slow increase on each row. So chain 1. Diane says, which one do you like better? It depends on what I'm making. If I'm making a washcloth, I like to do it in an odd multiple. And I start and end with a half double. I don't know why. I like it to start and end the same. So I like it to, like if I start with a half double single, I like it to end with a single half double. And then the next row, start and end with a double. Most of the time I do it in odd. Alrighty. But this, for the sake of showing y'all how to do this, it's easier to show you if it's a 1-row repeat on this one. But I didn't do it as a 1-row repeat, did I? I did not. Hold on. So that would be a half double. Hang on. I'm thinking. I think I did this wrong to increase it. Let me think. Is that right? Half double. Nope. Let me back it out. Because this one, if you're going to do an increase, yeah, that won't work. Okay. Yep, that won't work. That's what I get for thinking, y'all. Okay, hold on. It would work. It just wouldn't be a 1-row repeat the way I was doing it. Unless, nope, even that way wouldn't work. Hold on a second. Let me just try it. Hang on. That is how I increased it on my blanket. It should, let's see, double, single. Okay, if you increase it only on one side, you can make it be a 1-row repeat by doing it this way. And then end with a double, not do an increase. So that would just do a 1 increase. Chain 1, turn. Then so you start and end the same. So in this first stitch here, you work a half double and a single. And then you do double, single, double, and then end with a half double. That will give you 1 stitch increase each row, which gives you a slow increase. So it will slowly start to get wider. And Liz says, have I tried it in a sweater? I have, and it works up really pretty. I used it in, I believe I used it in the shirt I made during Crystal's challenge, Bago Day. She had a challenge last year to make a clothing, and I used it in part of that. So it wasn't really a sweater, but I have used it in a sweater, but I know I used it in that. Saf says the back of the pillowcase she's making is using the stitch in the pattern, but they didn't mention the name of the stitch. Gotcha. And that's why I started this series, really, is to try to help learn the names of these stitches, because these are stitches I've done for so long, but I didn't know the names of any of them. Okay, so let me back this out and do this as a, let's try it as an odd. Because I was thinking, I know I used this in my blanket. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to start with 4 this time. Whoop. Still going to go ahead and do a single crochet in each. Doggone it. Single. And then I'm going to do an increase on either end. It really, like I said, as long as you know the concept of the lemon peel, it's easy to finagle it. All right, so in this first stitch, we are going to, that's not the right word. It's easy to figure out how to increase it or where to put your stitches. So like even if you have to end with a half double or a double, half double, you'll know what stitch to start on your next row. Does that make sense? All right, in this first stitch, work a half double and a single. In the next stitch, work a double. And then in this last stitch, work a single and a half double. Chain 1 and turn. Okay. Now in this first stitch, you're going to work a half double and a single. In this next stitch, which is your single crochet, you'll work a double. The next stitch is your double, so you're going to work a single. This stitch here, work a double. Yeah. And then in your last stitch, work a single and a half double. Oh, get back out of there. Excuse me. Okay. So if you are working as an increase to do a 1-row repeat, you need to be odd. Okay. You need to start with the odd. Okay. Chain 1 and turn. Then it's a 1-row repeat. So in this first one, work a half double and a single. Then work a double. Then you alternate going all the way across between your double, single, double, single. So for lemon peel, you work a double on top of a single and a single into your double stitch from the rows below. So did I totally 100% confuse everyone by jumping into showing you how to do an increase? Let me know and I could start it over. Chain 1 and turn. I didn't mean to confuse anybody. Nancy says, bless you, I just sneezed too. Well, bless you right back. So just again, single or do a half double and a single into the same stitch. The reason I start and end each one when I'm doing the increase, I don't know why. I just like to start it with a half double. I really don't know why. But I do like doing it this way because it is a one row repeat. And like I said, I did use this in my Oscar Lovey. And I made another Lovey last weekend using it. Ta-da! Single and a half double. Okay. You see how it's slowly starting to get wider? And the reason I used it to where it grows out in the Lovey is because I attached it to the One Hat Wonder Head. I don't have any of them laying here. They're all over there. And then I made it grow longer slowly so that his head was up here and then the blanket part worked its way out. Nancy said, how was your craft show? It was well. The weather was beautiful. The crowd wasn't as big. To me, it felt like it was consistent all day. Like we had a steady flow all day. Several other booths said that they didn't feel like there was as many people there. But they also redid the parking, which was super great. Let me turn my camera. I feel weird when I'm not like working and we're just chit-chatting. Let me flip my camera back around. Do, 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 do. Ta-da! But yeah, so they redid the parking so that it was easier. It was easier flow to get in. Last year, all the parking was on site. And so people were having to wait like 2 hours or more to get in because it was just trying to get everybody in, get them paid, get them parked. So this year they had one of the other companies let them park cars at their facility. And then they had, I want to say it was charter buses. Some of them were really big and really nice. And then they just had a free shuttle going so they could park off site for free and then bring them in. So that really helped with the traffic flow. So maybe that's why people didn't think there were as many people there because they didn't see the amount of cars backed up. But I thought it was really nice. I made my booth feedback. That's always my goal. I mean, I would have loved to have sold out of everything. But our whole booth, like everybody in our booth did well. We did a double booth. So like my sister, my brother-in-law, and one of my good friends, we all did it and all of us made our booth feedback. So that's an added bonus. Like I said, the goal is always, we won't sell out, but I'm always happy when I get my booth feedback. And then anything else on top of that is a bonus. And I got to eat banana pudding. So yeah, I like banana pudding. I did not get a funnel cake this year. My sister did, or my niece. My niece got a funnel cake, and they had deep fried Oreos. And I never actually tried a deep fried Oreo because I don't like my Oreos to get soggy. And deep fried Oreo feels like the Oreo was going to get super soggy. But my son bought some, and it was really good. And when it tasted like chocolate funnel cake, it was really good. Hey, Renee, welcome in. Hey, Chris K. And Miss Angel, hello, hello. Welcome in, y'all. We were just talking about craft show. So some of the stuff that I thought would sell didn't. And some of the stuff that I knew once I saw what the temperatures were going to be, I knew they would not sell. When it's 85 degrees outside, it is hard to sell crocheted wraps and beanies. So I knew on Saturday morning, I brought them, but I knew Saturday morning those were not going to sell because people aren't looking for beanies when it's that cold or when it's that hot. Now, was it last year or 2 years ago? I sold every beanie I had because it was cold and drizzly and people were looking for something to keep warm. So I sold every single beanie. This year, I sold 3 baby beanies, like newborn beanies. And Nancy is asking answering Miss Chris. She asked how they weathered the storm, and she said they did good, lots of cleanup, but the house is okay and they have power. So yay! Yes. But yeah, so the scarecrows that I took, Freddie sold for those that saw him. The others, everybody thought they were super cute, but they didn't sell. It's just a matter of what people are looking for. A lot of people picked them up, looked at them. I had some stuff that I had taken that's been in my inventory for probably 3 or 4 years of shows. And then all at once, this show, they sold. So you just never know. It has to be the right person that comes along. I always sell quite a few dish rags at this particular event. There's always people that come by. They come every year to restock their stash. So I usually do really well on dishcloths. So, yeah, so those and dish scrubbies, those always seem to do really well for me. I went ahead and took some of my merch and I did sell a 40-ounce tumbler. So yay! So somebody out there is going to be walking around with my BeeCreative. Nancy said she gave her mom the busted canvas scarecrow. Oh, cool. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Chris says, yeah, and you, Pam? Let me scroll back up. Yes. We're good from the storms. I'm far enough away from, we got a lot of rain from Helene, but nothing compared to East Tennessee. We had some like localized flash flooding, but like I said, absolutely nothing compared to what they got in East Tennessee and Asheville. Hey, Thrifty. She said, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is safe. Everybody that I have talked to and gotten like through Facebook, Messenger, text messages, friends and family in both Florida and the Carolinas, all of my friends and family are safe. I believe everybody has power back now. Several have some cleanup. A lot of my friends in the Carolinas have some damage to repair, but nothing again compared to like Asheville and places in East Tennessee. But yeah. But I do feel, okay, back to the craft show. I feel like some of the people that I know always come to, because I see them every year and they come by my booth. Some of them are friends from South Carolina. I know they did not come this year because of the road closures. And because, you know, they had just recently gotten their power back on. So I feel like maybe that may have hampered some of the people that would normally come to the festival. Just didn't travel out because of everything that had been going on. So, but yeah, all of my friends and family, luckily, thank goodness, are safe. And, yep. So, yeah. Alrighty, y'all. Let's go ahead and do the Jeopardy question. Super quick like before the ads start. Okay, y'all, so we have a new category. And the category this time is Time to Go Green. And I got this one right. Now, next week, I may not. I didn't look ahead. I try not to look ahead. So I just looked at the one date, got the answer, got the question, and didn't look any further. But we're getting into Double Jeopardy. This is the $200 Double Jeopardy. So this one I got, and I feel like most of y'all will as well. So let me show y'all the answer to the question. Okay, category again, time to go green. Types of gem cuts include this one, named for a certain gem. It's meant to intensify that stone's green color. And let me scroll back up. Nancy says, hey to Karen. I didn't see Karen come in either. Is Miss Karen here? If so, hey Karen, I don't believe I said hi to you either. I'm scrolling, and there she is. Hey Miss Karen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip over you. I guess my chat jumped and I just missed you coming in, so thank you. So I'm seeing a lot of emeralds coming in. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Nancy said, Jay says hello. He doesn't have his phone. Hey, Jay. Yeah. Okay, so for those that missed the beginning, hey, Julie and Shirley's Yarn Barn. She says, what is Emerald? How are you doing tonight? Okay, so this is what lemon peel stitch looks like if you work it up in a variegated. It's really pretty. And y'all, this is on my screen, this is coming across as blue. But this is more of a tealy color, a teal green. This one's Reef. I do not know if this is still available. This is a Red Heart Super Saver. I have had this a long time. So I don't know if it is still available. But you can do the lemon peel stitch in any yarn of your choosing, and you're going to get a nice texture. And I should have brought some of those dishcloth or some of my washcloths back in here to show y'all, but I didn't. If you work it back and forth, no increase, it is a 1-row repeat if you do an even multiple. It is a 2-row repeat if you do it in an odd multiple. Hey, Granny D. She said, hey, honey pie, penny poo. Howdy, howdy. And as y'all learned just a few minutes ago, if you want to do an increase, then you need to start with an odd number in order to get it to be a 1-row repeat. Ta-da! And Granny D says, hey, Nancy, hey, Darcia, howdy, y'all. Yes, howdy, howdy to everybody. So, for those that are lurking and listening, if you missed the Jeopardy category and answer, the category is time to go green. Green! And the answer is types of gem cuts include this one, named for a certain gem. It's meant to intensify that stone's green color. And I really like this particular cut of gem. Trish is back. She said she Instacarted the stuff she needs to make s'mores. Now she's just waiting for it. Ooh. And that's pretty cool that you got that quick. If I have to Instacart anything to my house, it's like either Instacart or if I do like Walmart delivery, it's gonna take like if I do Walmart delivery, unless I want to pay like extra, it's gonna be here in like 4 to 5 hours. I don't know that Instacart will deliver to my house, but if I do DoorDash, usually it's like 45 minutes. Yep. Darcia said that last one looks like a C to C. It is. It's a corner to corner style. And this is like, I made like handkerchiefs, bandanas. You can make a bandana with it. You could, but what I use it for too is when I did the One Night Wonders and I made the loveys, my Oscar lovey, this is how I did it. I did a slow increase. And then when I got it as wide as I wanted, then I just went straight. Let's see here. Sappho said they make their own deep fried Oreos now after trying them at a fair one time. They were really good. I was impressed because, like I said, I don't like soggy Oreos. So, like, I'm not crazy about Oreo ice cream, or like if you get ice cream and I crush Oreos on top of it, because the Oreos get soggy or like squishy or But in the deep fried Oreo, I don't know, it like changes the whole consistency of it maybe. And then it just like blends it all together and it just came out tasting like a chocolate funnel cake. And then of course they sprinkled powdered sugar on top of them. They were really good. I was impressed. I was impressed. I didn't think I would like it, but it was quite yummy. Oh, my chat jumped. Hold on. Sap says she now actually prefers her Oreos deep fried. Yeah, they were good. Sap says she's behind because the internet is spotty. That's okay. And now your messages are coming in multiple times, but that's okay. Okay, let's see here. Srish says they have apps like Blanket, Zepto, and Instamart, which deliver in 15 minutes, but they didn't have the marshmallows, so I had to order from Spencer's, which is like the Indian Walmart. Okay. Walmart delivery has only recently started delivering to my house. Like my parents, pretty sure cannot get it. I know my friend, I know they won't deliver to her house, and she's like 5 minutes past my parents. But yeah, they won't deliver because they're too far. They're outside of their delivery zone. But like, yeah, they just only recently, probably within the last 2 months, started delivering to my house. So I signed up for it because like I've only used it twice. But I know when it gets to be wintertime and it's cold, I'm not going to want to get out because I'm a homebody when it comes to stuff like that. So I can just do my little ordering and they can just bring it to me. Srish says it should arrive in 30 minutes, but the traffic is bad. So it's going to be a little late. And I don't know how to say that. So is it Durga Puja? I know I probably just butchered that like super bad. I know I did. I know I did. Darcia says they're out of the ads. Woohoo! We'll wait till about 5 after, and then I'm going to give y'all the question to the answer, although thinking y'all figured it out. I do like this cut. Srish says they also have an Indian Disneyland called Eco Park near her house, and the way I pronounced it is fine. Yay! I figured I'd butchered it. So, we were talking about people in Florida. So my niece and her husband live really close to Orlando, and her husband is a professional chef, and he got hired on by Disney, so he actually works for Disney at one of their restaurants. Chris says it's an accent thing, right? Yes. Sure. We'll go with that. Sounds good to me. See, Bojan sent a picture. Hold on, let's go see. Oh, Nancy sent a picture too. Oh, Nancy, those lights are pretty at your house. Okay. Ooh, that one's pretty. This one's, I was going to put it over there. Y'all can't see that over there. This is not from, that's from one of my friends. This is from one of the guys I work with. So that's pretty. So they are, the northern lights are out and about around here. I will just have to get out of the house. I'm going to go to the back corner and see if I can see them. Okay. I got to switch my phone to here. Okay, let me flip my That's looking cool, Bojan. Okay. Can y'all see this? I'm trying to get it so the light's not reflecting on it. That's pulling pretty cool. I like it. And he did 2 skeins into 1 ball. Put it back down again. That's coming up really cool, though. I like the way that's turning out. Oh, gotcha, Nancy. She said that's not at her house. That's her friend from Alaska that shared. I gotcha. Oh, look at the kitty. There we go. Hey, Miguel. Oh, look at your little kitty cat. Cute. I like that, Bojan. Hey, Carrie. How are you? Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. Y'all, if I have missed you coming in, just give me a shout out again in the chat. Because it keeps jumping and I don't want to miss anybody. It's not intentional. So if you pop in and I don't say hi to you, say it again because I probably just missed it. Either I was crocheting or I just missed it. So yeah. And they just said, Hola, Miguel. Bojan said, that's my little helper. Your little helper's adorable. My little helper likes to steal my yarn. He does. He does. He does. He does. He does. Karen says, hi. Darcia says, hello to all the lurkers. Yes, if you are listening and lurking, thank you so very much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. If you are catching the replay, thank you so very much. Carrie says, what are y'all making? Well, Carrie, we were working on the lemon peel stitch, which looks like this. It's a nice little textured stitch. Showed what it looks like if you do it in a variegated. And then if you wanted to work it up corner to corner, so you can make it grow. So this, like I said, you can even start this with 1. So if you want this to be more of a point, you can start with chain of 2, working 1 single crochet, and then start going that way. I would probably do, if you start with 1, I'd probably the next row do a half double, a single, and a half double. And then get going. Hey, Noe, welcome in. Tammy says her furry friend steals her hooks. Oh, he hasn't tried to steal my hooks, but he does try to steal my yarn every single time. Carrie says, pretty. So, Carrie, have you tried crocheting again? And Granny D's talking to Nancy, saying, so you didn't have any damage to your home? They did not. They had some, like all that Spanish moss that hangs down out of the trees. A lot of that fell. Like a lot of that fell into her yard and a couple of limbs and stuff. But luckily, her house was safe. I do know, I hope I'm not oversharing for Nancy, but they did evacuate. Her and Earl and Jay, they did evacuate from their home just to be on the safe side. Carrie says, nah, but I still kind of want to. You should do it. You should do it for sure. Yep. But yeah, so, but they are safe. They're safe. They went and checked on their house. Everything was good. Noe said they had someone steal a Halloween skeleton from work today. What? Carrie said her mom doesn't need a cat to steal her hooks. I do. Borrowed, Carrie. You're borrowing them. And if you would crochet, she probably would not mind letting you borrow them. She would probably even buy you your own. So, Chris K said, how's Earl's mom? I know his sister did not evacuate, and but she was fine because she sent them photos of the home, or sent them photos after the storm had passed over. So I don't think she had any damage. Yep. All right, y'all. Are y'all ready to find out the question to the answer? So, let me click over here. Time to go green is the category. Types of gem cuts include this one named for a certain gem. It's meant to intensify that stone's green color. And the Jeopardy question is, dun, da, 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 what is emerald, or the emerald cut? Which I don't know if y'all can see my hook here, but it's a really pretty emerald green. But I do like the emerald cut in gemstones. I think it's really pretty. Super pretty. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. If anybody wants to drop their link, Mr. Nightbot should be happy to do that for y'all. I know I've been forgetting to tell y'all this until it's like we're getting ready to leave. So I'm going to do it a little bit earlier tonight. And then we'll go back over to the camera and we'll work on the stitch a little bit more. Granny D said she was glad to hear they evacuated. Thanks be to God, their home was spared also. Woohoo! Yes, I was glad they did too. Could they have stayed at their house? Obviously, yes, because there was no damage. However, there were tornadoes in her area. They were just very, very fortunate that it spared their home. I know, living in an area where there are tornadoes, it's very, very scary. And if you can evacuate and take yourself out of harm's way, then do it. No, he said it was one of the animal skeleton and he had it shoved in his pocket. That's crazy. Darcia said, I was close enough. I said emerald. Yes. And I think that's why they put it like that for the answer. They put emerald and then in parentheses put cut. So I figure if you're on the show and you said, what is emerald? I think they would have given it to you. Or if you said, what is emerald cut? Either way, I think it's one of those that both were acceptable. Chris K says, you have a lot of followers who know their gems. I know, right? We know the good stuff. Yep. Alrighty. So let me take this off of here. Take that off. Boop, boop, ba-doo. But I didn't tell y'all what the word was, did I? Mr. Nightbot will drop your link if you type BEE happy, be happy in the chat. Mr. Nightbot should drop your link. Please only drop it one time during the live. And while y'all do that, I'm going to flip my camera back around. Is there any way of the stitch y'all want me to go over again, or do you just want me to just start working on? Oh, my mom says, I'm excited. Just saw the Aurora Borealis. I didn't think we would be able to, but we did. Yay! Well, as soon as my live ends, I'm going to go back outside and see if I can see it. Because, the sky at my house is a deep, deep purple. From what I could see with the light. What is it called? Light pollution, I guess. Just because, and it's not, it's just, I only have one big street light right out here. So I'm thinking if I go into the backyard in the far corner, away from the light, and then look out through the trees and up into the sky, I think I'll be able to see it. My mom said, I'm going to text you the picture. Okay. Or send it to me on Messenger, because sometimes text message pictures don't come through because I don't have great service. But if you send it to me through Messenger, if you send it to me on Messenger, it'll come through on the Wi-Fi. So I'll get it easier. And I know, y'all, I could do share screen, and that would be, so much easier than, trying to show y'all on my phone. But then I'd have to open up Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, y'all let me know if y'all want me to just go over the stitch one more time. Or if you want me to do the corner to corner where it just slowly increases. Just let me know what you prefer. Or we can just sit here and chit chat. Whatever y'all want to do. Because this is I like this stitch. I like this stitch a lot. I would say 90% of the washcloths that I make, like if I'm making them to just take to a show to sell, I'm going to use lemon peel because I like it. And it looks really nice. It makes really nice dishcloths. It also makes a really nice baby blanket. Yes, it does. So y'all just let me know. Let me know. Chris K says, C to C, please, since I missed it. Okay. Can do. So I'm going to frog this bad boy out right quick. Can y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see the fibers flowing. Probably shouldn't have done it right in front of my face like that, but it's going to make my face all nose all itchy again. And this isn't like a really pilly yarn or super fuzzy. So it must just be because it's been sitting here, because it does look a little fuzzy. But let's see. Darcia said, what is everyone working on? She frogged hers, all 12 rows. Well, let me show y'all the blanket. Where is staying here? Okay, so get her folded back up here. Come here, you. Oh, she getting big, y'all. How did I have her? Unfolded her somehow or another. Okay. So, there we go. Okay, so here we have January, February, and March. And then the start of, no, January, February, March, April. January, February, March, April. And the start of May. Flip her around here. So then there's May, June, July, August, and September. I've already got my 2 rows of 2 rows of single crochet, and I'm ready to get started on the October stitch lemon peel for my blanket. And I will be using, I'm going back to the Oceanic colorway of the Roll With It Tweed by Red Heart. And y'all, I've been really impressed with this yarn. It's very, very soft. I like it. Like I said, it's very, very soft. It is not a tightly spun yarn, so it's very lightly twisted. So it can be a little bit splitty. But I don't mind that. It's not hard to work with. But just be aware if you get it and you try to work with it that might be an issue for some people. But let's see. Noe said, Fat Bear Week ended and a mother bear with a cub won. Sandra said, nice. Those are nice, cozy colors. Darcia, it says that blanket is gorgeous. Thank you. Nancy said, just in time. Jay asked what color you're going to use. This one here. Hey, Frida, welcome in. She said, wandered into the room, so I was lost to begin with. Well, welcome in. We're getting ready to flip it by the camera back around, get back to crocheting. We took a little break to chit-chat. Let's see. Okay, well, it did come through on text. Alrighty, hold on. My mom said it's pink and pretty. Okay. Yep, you can let me tip it back down. Can y'all see it back over in here? Very pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm trying to get the glare from the lights off of it. It's not working very well. But y'all, if y'all are in the United States and it's dark where you are, walk outside, look up at the sky, and see if you can see the Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights. I know someone in Canada posted that they could see them. So I don't know if it's just East Coast or if it's all the way over. I don't know. But go out and see if you can see them. I know Alaska can see them because Nancy sent a photo. But yeah, go out and take a look, see. And Nancy, yes, ma'am, you sure can. Absolutely. I got to get my chat back on my other thingy here. Boop, wrong button. There we go. Alrighty. Let me put my phone over here. Chris said it's pretty, but the keyboard looks good too. I know, right? Because I was trying to get it to where you couldn't see the keyboard. And maybe I could show it again when I get over here, but then you can see the fan and the light. Okay, let me turn my camera back around. Let me take this banner off. Okay, turn my camera back around, and we're going to work on the corner to corner, show y'all how to do that really quick. Thanks, y'all. This blanket, okay, so I guess the blanket is what's called a sampler style because we're doing a different stitch for each section. So if you get bored making blankets because you don't like you doing the same stitch over and over again, then you can do something like this to where each month work on a little bit at a time, and each month you have a different section or a different stitch. You just have to maybe adjust your stitch count up or down one. One stitch here or there going up and down shouldn't affect the size of your blanket. Like it shouldn't like suck in or go out. And we've been adjusting tension because I did pick three stitches that were really dense fabric stitches. So I went up a hook size to adjust for that. So it should still be fairly straight on the sides. Okay, now I'm going to change. Now I'm going to switch my camera back. And quit my yapping and get back to showing y'all how to do this little crochet stitch. Okay, so we are going to do the corner to corner for Miss Chris K and anybody else that missed it. Okay, this time I'm going to start with one. Well, we're going to start with one stitch and see how that goes. Okay, so we're going to start with a chain of 2. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. Just do one little old single crochet. Chain 1 and turn. Now into this first stitch, or into this one stitch, I'm going to work a half double, a single crochet, and a half double, all into that same stitch. And the way I do it, each row is going to increase by 2 stitches. So we're going to go 3, 5, 7, so on and so forth. Bumping my camera. My mom says she sent it on Messenger too. Okay, cool. I will share screen here in just a little bit and show everybody what it looks like. Then I don't have to like hold it under here and worry about the reflection. Alrighty, so then we're going to chain 1 and turn. After this, it should be a 1 row repeat. So in this first stitch here, we're going to work a half double and a single crochet into the same stitch. Then in this next stitch, work a double crochet. And then in the last stitch of the row, you're going to work a single crochet and a half double. Whoop. Chain 1 and turn. And then you're going to repeat. So in that first stitch, work a half double and a single. Then on top of this single crochet, you're going to work a double. On top of this double, work a single. Then a double. And when I say 1 row repeat, it's going to be increasing, but it's the same repeat across. Then in this last one, you'll work a single and a double. A half double, sorry, a single and a half double. Chain 1 and turn. And then you just keep on going. So half double and a single. And then you alternate between double and single all the way across until you get to the last stitch. So double, single. So alternating all the way across until you have one stitch left. So here I'm working my double and I have one stitch left. Then in that last one, work a single and a half double. Well, and then it just slowly does an increase. Darcia says, can you do a corner to corner without turning? I don't think so. You could probably do a triangle and work from the center out, but I don't know of a way to do a corner to corner without turning. Let me know if anybody else knows of a way. Like I said, I know you could start in the center, but I can't think of a way where you could do it without turning. Because if you did it in the center and worked your way out, like you could go up and then down and then across and then work it kind of in the round. But I don't know. It wouldn't, if you're working it in the round, it wouldn't technically be a corner to corner, but you could get the triangle shape. But that's one way to do it. I don't know. Well, let's see. Well, it might. As I say, it might square off. Yeah, this yarn's been sitting. It's getting a little fuzzy. A little bit. Can y'all see the little fuzz, the little halo on it? Fuzzies. Let's see. Now, Julie says you can do a Tunisian, and if you do a Tunisian crochet, you can do it. That's true because, yeah, because like with Tunisian, you don't turn your work, so you go all the way across, gathering up your loops on the hook, and then you would pull it back through. So that's true. So yeah, you can do a corner to corner Tunisian style without having to turn. So yes, you can do a corner to corner. Thanks. So yeah, you can. You can totally do a corner to corner with Tunisian without having to turn. And y'all, don't let Tunisian crochet scare you. You could totally Tunisian if you've never tried it. And you don't have to have a big fancy hook unless you're going to get like something big. We're just going to do a little quick little Tunisian. I'm just going to go through and pull up a loop. And every little thingy across here. Whoop. Do like a super quick one row Tunisian here. There are different Tunisian stitches you can do. I like the honeycomb stitch Tunisian because it's really pretty. Let's see. Thrifty says, just got done hand washing dishes. So there you go. So you got all your little loops on there. Then you chain one or pull through one loop. And then you yarn over and you just pull through two all the way across. Pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. And then ta-da, now you're at the end. That's how you Tunisian. And then you go through, and depending upon how you want to do it, you can either go just through this front loop and draw up a loop again. You can go through the center here. Just depends on which kind of stitch you want to do. But thanks, Julie. Pretty sure it's Julie that's in here. For Julie and Shirley's Yarn Barn. Rachel's washing laundry. Oh, okay, so you finished doing the dishes and now you're doing laundry. Gotcha. Okay, y'all, let me put my hook down. Sorry, don't mind my arm. My mom says, good night, everyone. Time to read the Bible before bedtime. Good night, good night. I was just getting ready to turn my camera and go pull up your picture. Hi again. Okay, so let me go over here. First, let me pull up Facebook and see if her picture came through on Messenger. There are quite a few people that... Yep. It's loading the messages. You open up the picture. Open. Okay. Rachel says, I need to relearn Tunisian. I was doing, and I never did finish it. I was making a scarf with Jada in Stitches. I want to say it was 2 or 3 years ago. She did Tunisian for her calendar blanket or her calendar stitch along. And she did a Tunisian stitch. And I was doing it. She was doing a block. And then at the end, a block for each month. And then sew them all together at the end. I was doing each block as a section on a scarf. So I did a square. And then I just kept going. I didn't bind it off and then redo. I just for the next month, I just started right there with the next stitch because the stitch count stayed the same. So that's what I did. But I haven't finished it, but I learned a lot of new Tunisian stitches by watching that. Several of them I had done before. I already knew how to do them. But I learned some new ones doing that. And I need to go back and finish it. It's in a whip bag somewhere. But I did use the long Tunisian hook or Afghan hook for that. Yeah. Okay. Let me share screen. Whoops. Not by clicking that one, I'm not. This one, share screen. And I'll show y'all the Aurora Borealis picture that my mom sent. There it is. It's kind of small. It's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see it a little bit. Let's see, can I zoom in? Nope. I can't zoom in. But you can see it over the... It's probably really small on y'all's side, but maybe you can see it better. Like right here. You can see it over the housetop. Darcy said a whip bag. Yep. That's really pretty. I'm going to go outside here in just a little bit. Go look at the sky. Go check it out. So y'all, is anybody going live tonight? Do y'all see anybody that is live? Please let me know. And Miss Nancy asked me a question if she could share something, but I don't think she did. So they're driving, so she may have missed it. She may have lost service or something. So let me go take a look-see here. Okay, so on next Wednesday, Little Treasures by Nancy is going to be celebrating her 4th anniversary on her Wednesday night live. So y'all go be sure and check it out. And Nancy, if you can hear me, or if you are still here, type in Be Happy, B-E-E Happy, and Mr. Nightbot will drop your link. And that goes for anybody else. If anybody else wants to share your channel, go ahead and type in Be Happy. Let me go back over here to my banners. Here we go. All one word, DEE, happy. And Mr. Nightbot should drop your channel link for you. So all of our friends here can go check y'all out if you have not. Thought my phone buzzed, but I guess not. Chris K. Everybody saying that's beautiful. Love it. I know it's so pretty. I'm going to have to go outside and see if I can see it. So yeah, y'all, if you can, be sure to go out there and see if y'all can see them in your neck of the woods. And if so, hold on. Oh, pretty. Okay. Angel, I'm going to... okay, Angel went outside and... now hold up. Darcia says, I'm pooped and I'm going to bed. And there's Julie and Shirley's Yarn Barn. Nancy, type it all together. BEE happy. And let me go over here first. I'm going to go to the Facebook land here and pull up these pictures that Angel sent. So pretty. Yes, y'all go outside and see if you can see them. There we go. There's Miss Nancy's channel link. Y'all go outside and see if you can see them. Nancy said, autocorrect got me again. Yep, it'll get you. I was sending my sons a message. Tuesday. I was sending them a text message on Tuesday. And what I typed in was, now, N-O-W, now, just have to wait until Monday. It auto-corrected to not, N-O-T, which made it sound like I didn't have to wait for something on Monday when I do. Autocorrect got me, which is because that changed the whole meaning of what I was trying to send them. Okay, present, share screen, Facebook. Look at the pictures that Angel sent. So pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So y'all go outside. Hopefully, she said Chris K said it's cloudy. Why won't you let me? Oh, see, now this one's going to let me zoom in on hers. Now, why wouldn't it let me zoom in on my mom's? And why won't it let me go to the next picture? Okay. Stop screen. Chris K said it's cloudy. And drug, not a good combo to wander around with. Yeah, probably not. But maybe, well, it's cloudy. I was going to say maybe you could just look out the window, like if you turn all the lights off in the house and look out. But if it's cloudy, you're not going to be able to see it. So that's a bummer. But if the sky's clear where you are, go outside and see if you can see it. And then let me see if I can... Why? I'm confused. What are you doing? Go away. Where is my back button, y'all? Come on, Facebook. It's not letting me get out of my picture here. What is it doing? Okay. Normally it has like a little X up in the corner and you can just like click off of it. It's not letting me do that. Okay, now it's going to pop it up on this one. I guess it just, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, Srish says stuff is here. S'mores in the microwave. Ooh, making s'mores in the microwave? I hadn't thought about doing that, I don't think. So you just layer all the stuff, then just pop it in the microwave for a few seconds? Yummy. I don't have any marshmallows. But like I said, we're going to have those next week. We're having a cookout. I'm going to hit the camera button again. Present. Share screen. Here's another picture from Miss Angel. So pretty. That's really pretty. Look, it's got the green down there and the pink and the purpley. That's so pretty. Chris K says, yum. I know, right? S'mores. Okay, let me go back. Stop screen share. Close that one out. I think because something else popped up. And that's why I couldn't find my little X out button on that last picture. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Share. And here's the picture my mom sent. If I share it from this way over here, okay, I can zoom in. And you can see the people commenting. But there we go. So it's pinky. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, y'all. Let me look and see if anybody is live. If we want to do a raid, or if anybody in chat would like to go live, if y'all are feeling up to chit-chatting and want to stay live, y'all let me know and we can do a little raid over. There's somebody gaming. All I'm seeing on my subscriptions is one person that's gaming. So, yeah, so if anybody wants to go live, y'all just let us know and we will head over. Oh, okay. Angel said it's not from her, but from a local person who took the pictures in her town. Yeah, but that's really pretty in your area. That's nice. That's pretty. Like I said, the one I took in my house, like here, it was really dark, dark, dark purple. But that was just like standing out in my front yard where the street lights at. So I'm hoping that if I go in the back, hoping that I'll be able to see this guy because they cut out a lot of the trees back there. So it's not as dense. So I think I'll be able to see up between the trees. I'm hoping. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. All right, y'all. I'm going to give it a second or two to see if anybody wants to pop in and show that they are going live or that they want to go live, or if anybody knows. Julie said it's time for her to take her meds and rest before bed. Well, good night. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. I was going over here, right here. Where's it at? Okay, I haven't played this in a while. This is a video that Miss Nancy made for us. And this is for everybody that is lurking. This is for y'all. I like that little song. And y'all, this is for everybody else. This is whether you were catching the replay, whether you've been here live and in the chat. This is for y'all. Thank y'all so very, very much. I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming and supporting my channel. Because without y'all, I would just be sitting here talking to myself. So I really, really appreciate y'all. And this is for y'all. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have enjoyed this little quick tutorial tonight. I do like this stitch. This week, I'm going to get to working on my blanket so I can show it to you next week and show you what I've got done on it. It's just hard for me to start that stitch going into the black because the stitches are hard to see. I'll keep that in mind should we do another stitch along in the future, not to use black to separate my months because it makes it hard for y'all to see the stitches when I'm trying to show them on screen. So, but I will try to have that started so I can at least show y'all how it's working up. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh, unless something changes, I will be live on Saturday night for my Let's Get Crafting. Hopefully, I'm going to do the Mod Podge thing that we were going to do last month that I didn't get prepped in time. I've already printed out the pictures. So hopefully I'm going to be doing that. Showing how to take a picture and using the Mod Podge and putting it on an item. Since, like I said, since I didn't prep it last time because it says it takes 24 hours. And yeah, I didn't. I was going to do it bright and early that Saturday morning, but that wasn't long enough. So hopefully I'll get around to getting all that stuff together tomorrow so that we'll be ready to roll on Saturday night. So I should be up and running on Saturday night for Let's Get Crafting. And I've got a couple of other projects that I need to try to film up this weekend. So I've got to make the time to do them. Miss Nancy, now that you are back, I told them about your 4th anniversary. You're doing it on your Wednesday night with the sketch? Is that when you're doing it? It's your 4th is it just like a 4th anniversary celebration? Celebrate good time. Come on. We'll give Nancy a second to answer. Look, that made like a little, by doing that Tunisian, made like a little braid going across, like the little V stitches going across there. Nancy says, yes, it's going to be Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, so it's a little bit later than usual. Not Central Standard Time, that's my time. 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Habit. So Wednesday night at Miss Nancy's house, Little Treasures by Nancy, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. Y'all go check it out. All right, y'all. I'm going to cruise on out of here, and I'm going to head out back and see if I can't see the lights because I want to see them because they look pretty. And I missed them the last time. I did go out and try to get a picture of the sky, but I just didn't catch it at the right time. I should have got in my car and drove, but I'm probably not going to get in my car and drive tonight because I don't want to. But I know if I did, I could drive like less than 5 minutes. Probably not even that far. Not even that long. I could probably drive like 2 or 3 minutes up the road where there are no street lights at all, and it would be pitch black, and I would probably be able to see them really well. So, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how well I can see it by just walking out in the backyard. Hopefully, I'll be able to see them really well. Then I don't have to because I could see stars and stuff outside a while ago. So, hopefully, I can just go in the backyard and I'll be able to see them really well. But, all right, y'all. Thank you so very much for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I will, unless something changes, I will see y'all Saturday night for Let's Get Crafting. And then be back here next week, Thursday night, to keep working on the lemon peel stitch. So where is my, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, the brand. This button. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you so very much. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.